What is going on, everyone? So before we get rolling with this week's video, I have a quick announcement to make. So I'll be announcing the winner of the giveaway of the proofs for my book, Between the Wind. There were 133 of you guys who entered to win it, and I chose a random number which corresponded to a random entry, and the winner is Kevin Keller. So congratulations, Kevin. I will reach out to you in, I don't know, a day or so, give you an opportunity to maybe see it here in the video, and then we'll get those proofs mailed to you. The topic of this week's video is the 2 things I bring with me on every photo trip, and these are actually kind of like non-photography related things. But this is a especially timely video considering kind of what happened in my episode 1 video for my fall trip design. So hope you guys enjoy. All right, let's get right to it. We're gonna keep this really short and sweet. The 2 things I bring with me when I go on my photo trips that may not necessarily be photo related. The first is gaffers tape. For those of you who are not familiar with gaffers tape, it's kind of like a fancy high-class duct tape. But unlike duct tape, you can put gaffers tape on something, it's not gonna leave behind a really nasty residue. So a roll of gaffers tape it's about 30 bucks or so, depending on the brand. This is made by Savage. But you can put it on cameras, lenses, stuff like that. When you pull it off, you're not going to worry about it leaving any sort of residue behind. This is what I used to patch up my window when I had to break the window to get to my spare key in my episode 1 trip to Zion. You also see that I have it wrapped around a tripod leg right here, which is something that's pretty common to do for a lot of photographers. The reason I have the tape on that tripod right now is that when I was in Zion, my boot started falling apart later in the trip. And so I took a bunch of gaffers tape, wrapped it around the tripod leg, so in the event that I'm a couple miles out in the middle of nowhere, my boot just explodes, I can tape it up and at least get back to the vehicle. So it really comes in handy for doing all that. I also do put gaffers tape on the back of my lens boards. That way I'll have it with me. I've used it one time when I was in Yellowstone on a summer trip with my wife. I was taking a picture, I need to use the grad filter. Had the filters with me, but I forgot the holder. So I took some of the gaff tape off the back of the lens board, just used it to tape the filter onto the lens, and it worked really well. I did not have to worry about leaving any residue on the filter or on the lens or anything else. So very, very good to have. I keep this in the driver's side door right with me. So I was very glad I had that when I was in Zion. The second thing is, it's a little gross, but it's something that's really important to have when out in the field, is this nail clipper. So I go to the desert a lot. It is very dry out there. And after a couple days out there, my hands just get so dry, cuticles are bad. And at a certain point, it kind of seems like the nail beds pull back. And all of a sudden I have like these long, gross nails. I know it's gross, but it's real life. So definitely good for that. But even more important than that is if you're out hiking, keep up on those toenails. I don't know, it's gross stuff. But if you don't have this is a very important thing to have. So I keep both gaff tape and the nail clippers inside my driver's side door, or they're always waiting for me on the trip. And it seems like I'm using both of those on every trip I go on. So it's the small things that come in handy, especially if those times when you're, busting out a window on the side of the road because you left your key several miles away. But that all being said, episode 2 goes live this Saturday, and we'll see how that goes. But I want to thank everyone for watching, and we'll see you around next time.